Welcome back, guys. So today I've got a very strange one I want to talk to you about and kind of give my thoughts on while playing this little Paranormal Activity VR game. I haven't played much VR in a while, so figured let me play some of this and talk about this strange news. So it's been reported, and a lot of people have been talking about this, that Bethesda, or at least their legal firm that represents them, Voorhees, has sent out a letter to someone who is selling a copy of one of their games on Amazon Marketplace. The game was The Evil Within 2. This guy, Ryan Hupp, he was contacted by them being told that he needs to remove the sale of the game or they will take legal action against him. Kind of strange stuff. So he had the game listed as new, supposedly never opened it. It was still sealed in the wrapper from wherever he bought it from, and just never got around to playing it, right? And wanted to resell it. I've done that numerous times. So when I first saw this story, I didn't really want to comment on it because I thought maybe this was something where the legal firm was just kind of out of bounds, or maybe they were misrepresenting something they thought that their client, Bethesda, wanted them to do. I just kind of chalked it up to, it's going to come out that Bethesda says, no, this was a misunderstanding. But no, Bethesda actually has put out a comment concerning this. So this guy, Ryan Hupp, he did comply. He removed the sale of it, but he pointed out to Voorhees, the legal firm, that, he should be able to sell what he wants through the first sale doctrine, which is a U.S. law. So I've heard of the first sale doctrine. I'm not a legal expert, but I did look into it, and you can look at the Wikipedia or whatever you want on it and try to get a better understanding. But pretty much it's just saying, hey, once you buy something, the original owner, copyright owner, whatever, pretty much, like, they lose any chain of custody as far as you reselling it, I guess. I might be misunderstanding it in a way. Correct me if I'm wrong, but essentially it's saying you could resell something you bought as long as you're not copying it. You're transferring the actual original thing that you got, and you're not doing anything weird. You're not copying it, essentially, right? Or at least that's my understanding of it. So pretty much they're saying that there's, it's not really new what he's selling, that since he bought it, now it's, it's secondhand. It's a used copy. Even though it's not used, he didn't open it, he didn't use it. It was factory sealed. And they're saying, they can't honor a warranty on a game that's being sold by an unauthorized reseller, essentially. But there's so many people who resell, sealed copies of games. I've done it, and I'm sure a lot of you guys have done it as well. So that's kind of how that went down. They told him, remove it. We're going to take legal action against you. You have no right to sell this game as new. You're not an authorized reseller. He complied. So Bethesda, they were contacted by Polygon. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is read what their statement was. And this is what Bethesda said. They said, Bethesda does not and will not block the sale of pre-owned games. The issue in this case is that the seller offered a pre-owned game as new on the Amazon Marketplace. We do not allow non-authorized resellers to represent what they sell as new because we can't verify that the game hasn't been opened and repackaged. This is how we help protect buyers from fraud and ensure our customers always receive authentic new product with all enclosed materials and warranty intact. In this case, if the game had been listed as pre-owned, this would not have been an issue. So definitely kind of strange there. I didn't think Bethesda was going to chime in that way, but apparently they did. They don't want you selling or reselling copies of their game as new. If you didn't open it, if it stayed factory sealed, you can only sell it as pre-owned. You can't claim that it's new because they can't confirm that it's an actual new copy that wasn't resealed, supposedly. It just kind of strange. And if the law protects them that way, where they can go against people selling something that are not authorized resellers, even though they purchased the product themselves and are reselling it new because they never opened it. I don't know. That just kind of seems strange. And to me, it's an odd thing, because what about the times where GameStop, for example, will sell something that they have physically removed the packaging, and claimed it was a new copy? I don't know how many times that has happened to me, and I've refused to purchase it. I just wouldn't, and I'm not buying it. I would tell GameStop. I remember during Christmas time a year or two ago, I was buying my kids a game, and nowhere had it. But one GameStop had the copy marked in their system as new. So I'm like, hey, can I get this game? I don't remember what it was, Minecraft Story Mode or something. I don't remember for sure. But I said, I want this game new and sealed. And the guy laughed at me. He's like, what do you mean new and sealed? I'm like, I want a copy that's never been opened. And he's like, well, we only have this one. It was never used. It's not a used copy. But the seal was broken. The wrapper was broken. And I was like, dude, I don't want it. And he's like, well, kind of teasing me almost. Like, okay, well, good luck. It was like on sale or something too everywhere. I remember like Best Buy had it on sale. GameStop had it on sale. But everywhere was sold out. And he's just, good luck. And I'm like, this bastard, To me, the game is used. You opened it. If it was sealed, it's new. I don't care if you're GameStop or a guy down the street selling something on OfferUp. If it's sealed in the original wrapper and you tell me it's a new copy, I'll pay you what is fair for a new copy. It just seems strange that this is something that is of concern now. Like, when has this secondhand market of somebody wanting to sell something or resell something that they didn't use as new, when has that ever been an issue? I just don't understand. I have stacks of games that I haven't gotten around to, playing, and I just never open them. And occasionally it does boil down to, I need a few bucks or something, or I just, I'm never going to play this game. Let me go ahead and just get rid of it. And I'll list it, somewhere. I'll list it on eBay or OfferUp as new. Like, hey, this is a new sealed copy. And you'll get a premium for that typically, depending upon, the value of the game, how long it's been out. If it's a new sealed copy, you're going to get more than if it's an open copy. And that's just the way it goes. And I find this an odd thing. If this is going to be something more companies pursue with, the legal jargon and all that stuff kind of being twisted up, where you have a defense, the first sale doctrine. Like I said, maybe I don't fully understand that law, but then they say, well, no, we can't guarantee that you didn't alter this product. You can't sell it as new. You have to sell it as pre-owned. So then what do you do? In your listing, you list it as pre-owned, and on Amazon Marketplace, it's not that easy to go through and look at all the descriptions on things, especially when you're digging through a listing that tons of different sellers are selling. You have to go through each individual one. Okay, well, all these ones are listed as pre-owned. Maybe one of them is going to say that it's still sealed. Like, that just kind of seems odd. So now is Amazon or these other places going to have some kind of policies in place or checks in place that you can't list something as new if it's sealed? You have to list it as pre-owned. That just doesn't make sense to me. I really don't understand this. Maybe somebody out there can clarify this a little better to me, because this is something that I think people are just they're gonna look at Bethesda in a negative fashion, because I've never heard of another company doing this, sending out legal letters saying you cannot sell our game, you cannot resell our game because you are saying it is new and we can't guarantee that it's actually new. You might have pulled something over and opened it up and resealed it, and now whatever was included, we can't warranty that. We can't confirm the contents of that disc, of that package. I understand certain things with DLC codes and things like that, but if it's sealed, it's sealed. Can you rewrap something? Can you be a sneaky mofo? Yes, you can. A lot of people do it, but I don't think it's as widespread of an issue as some people would think. I don't think people are resealing games and selling them as new and taking the DLC codes. The only people I can think of that have done things like that I'm against is GameStop. I'm sure somebody will be like, stop ragging on GameStop, but it's true. They do that crap all the time. Sell you a new game that's actually been opened. I remember years and years ago, back on the PS2, there was a Capcom fighting game that came out. Something Evolution. I don't remember what it was. It was like a mishmash of fighters. I can't remember the name of the game right now. But I remember going to buy it, and it was like $30. And the guy was like, here you go. And it was open. I'm like, I don't want that. And he's like, it's our last copy. And I was like, let me see the disc. And it was becoming like a harder to find game at that moment. And the disc had scratches on it. And I was like, what the heck, dude? He offered to sell it to me for a used price, but it was only a few dollars cheaper. And I was just like, nah, dude, I'll find it somewhere else. Like, I'm not going to pay new price or a partial discount for something new that's been open. I don't know. I'm sorry, just ranting on about this. Share your comments down below. I'm really curious what you guys got to say. Appreciate it. And I will catch y'all next time. Boom!